Welcome back to Austin Avenue Unplugged. We are much warmer now. We have missed y'all. Hopefully, y'all have missed us. How long has it been since we made a podcast?
Couple weeks.
Yeah, I think
an entire year, right? Last year.
No.
we
me
did say
it
that
was.
last time.
Yeah.
This is the first podcast of 2026.
Yes.
I think is what
This
it is.
is the first cast since the broadcast that we had,
That's true.
which was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So this is the Friday before. So we're allowed to say Super Bowl, right? We're just not allowed to use it in advertising. I don't know how all that works. The big game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before the big game.
But if you'd like to advertise here on this podcast, because it's Super Bowl weekend, it's going to be a little more expensive.
Yeah.
Oh, about $2.5 million for a 30-second clip. Is that how it is?
I haven't heard this year.
I don't know
how
what
much
it is,
Can we
but
say-
I assume it's around that.
it's the day after the NFL honors banquet,
Oh, okay.
where they announce the MVP and the offensive player, defensive player, rookie of the year,
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Yeah, but by the time they hear this, nobody's going to care.
You're
Yeah.
totally right.
Matthew Stafford?
By the time they hear
Is
this,
he
no
the
one's going to
MVP?
care who won the Super Bowl either.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Matthew Stafford, MVP.
Yeah.
Comeback player of the year was Christian McCaffrey.
Nice.
Miles
I
Garrett,
like him.
defensive player of the year, which is kind of a guarantee. If you break a record, you're
Yeah.
going to get the award
For sure.
for that position too.
Sure.
Okay, so just real quick, if you wanted to place an ad on the Super Bowl, during the Super Bowl, how much would a 30-second ad cost?
So I remember last year Kanye
Yeah.
did like an iPhone camera one, and he said something like, I spent all my budget on getting the spot that we had nothing for production.
Yeah.
And so this is last year's number, but I feel like I have a good guess.
Okay.
I'll let y'all guess though.
I think it's $3
$.
million.
Clamshells.
$3 million.
I don't
Inflation, man.
yeah, I'll do the Price is Right thing and just game it and just go
$1.
no.
$3 million and one.
Yeah.
3.4 million.
Okay.
Okay,
So
Jyles.
the only shot you have is if it is 3 million, because he might be too high. If we're
Yeah.
gonna price it. I think it was between like 8 and 9 million.
Is
Yeah,
it really?
this year was $8
Wow.
million with the most expensive topping out around $10 million.
Oh my
Oh,
word.
my goodness.
Yeah.
For 30 seconds of an ad.
Yeah.
Y'all, this is getting ridiculous.
Doug, you could preach us out of the national debt, is all I'm going to say with that.
With that ratio,
Yes.
16 million an hour or a minute.
I think Jonah could have reached, with that price.
No, but it was like 5 words.
I know, but I'm just saying that's very
That's
good.
just a
Could've
cool
drawn it out.
million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's yeah. Well, who knows
5
how long?
words.
but a cool
could've been
million
really
that
slow.
long ago, imagine
Yeah.
what that would be today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
It's much more than 8 million.
Well, as long as we're going to do this, put it in Bitcoin back then. I mean,
Right.
the analogy kind of falls apart.
Yeah.
Put it in NVIDIA.
All
Use
right.
NVIDIA stock.
So we were going to talk about the halftime shows in general. I don't think anybody's watching it this year, like the regular one.
Like
Right.
the game itself.
No. I mean,
I'm not
us.
watching the game. I'll just
Yeah.
go ahead and say that right now. I'm not
Yeah.
a football person.
Would
So-
you ever tune in just for the halftime?
I did when I was younger, and some of the artists were less controversial.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's some memorable ones for you? Who's the standout ones?
I think Whitney Houston. She did one.
Okay, Gulf War '91.
Yeah.
Was not the halftime show.
Okay.
Was the national anthem.
Okay.
They
Well, maybe I just
pre-recorded
watched
it.
the national anthem and thought that I was watching the halftime show.
I could be wrong. I think that charted on the Billboard charts, and I said '91. I think it would have been in '92, but it was around the Gulf War. So patriotic time.
That's the most
Yeah.
famous country song ever.
What's that?
The national anthem.
Okay, I get it.
The country.
Country.
It's the most
Yes.
covers.
You
Doug
made a
snorted.
snort.
No,
It's
that
a one
was not
snorter,
me.
y'all. It's a one
That
snorter.
was not me. That was absolutely me. I cannot. That did not mean.
Well, it's either
Are
you
you
or me.
accusing Sarah for putting in a sound effect
Yes.
in post
No,
production?
I was saying it was Sarah. Oh, she just gave me the evil eye. No, she's laughing.
So there's also bets on the national anthem too. Is it going to take more than excuse me, is it going to take more than like 2 minutes 45 seconds?
Depends on the singer.
And people put money on it.
That's crazy.
And
Why wouldn't the singer like game theory that and go play? I mean, I'm sure it's against the law, it's fraud or something, but like they're open to like telling their friends and family like I'm like take the under. That just seems so icky to me.
I think regardless of how professional of a singer you are, like you've practiced it down to the second.
Yeah.
You're not gonna wait for the line to be drawn and then bet and then do it.
Yeah.
And then change it.
Yeah.
So I guess you're just gonna bet to whatever you already practiced it to be.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Who's doing it this year? Does anybody know?
I don't know.
No idea.
I wonder like how much leeway they get. Is like the NFL or whoever's broadcasting like, okay, you have between 235 and 250. Like you cannot go shorter that or longer than that.
Okay, but you and I both know that you can tell a person anything you want. And once they're in front of the microphone,
It's their mic.
Unless you're willing to turn it off, you've ceded the
Sarah,
control.
prove him wrong and cut his mic.
That's what I just said. That's proving me right.
No, there's an 8-second delay. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, even if they try to go too long. But I think they're going to say, you need to stick within these parameters. And if you go long, we're like, we will cut your mic.
Yeah.
And you can cut the mic on Bruce Buffer saying, "Let's get ready to rumble."
Yeah.
Or, "Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines."
Yeah.
But you can on the national anthem.
Man, that's
Ooh, that'd be rough. If they're like, oh, we got to keep moving. Sorry.
But there was
We got a coin toss to watch.
There was a bad national anthem a few years back, but
Yes.
it wasn't the Super Bowl.
No.
There might have been some bad Super Bowl ones too. I just don't remember. NBA All-Star Game. I think Fergie did it. Maybe notoriously bad.
It was really bad. Yeah.
But what they do in all sporting events is they cut between multiple cameras, between the singer, maybe if they're playing an instrument, they'll have a close-up on their hands, and then the players and coaches. And these players were laughing because it was so bad. It's one of the cringiest videos to watch. I'll have to show it to you.
I don't.
What's it,
I don't know.
Doc
Fergie.
Rivers?
I don't know if Fergie is that
I
a
don't
rapper?
really know.
Is that a male or a female?
She is one of the singers from the Black Eyed Peas who went solo.
There you go.
Yes.
You know more about it?
Yes, I know Fergie.
So that was one of my first Super Bowls that I remember. Didn't they do like the Black Eyed Peas do like the 2011 Super Bowl?
Yes, they
and she
did.
wore like bedazzled
She
shoulder
did.
pads.
She did.
Okay.
Yes.
How do
yes.
you remember these things?
That was fun. Oh, I did
The
watch
Giants
Dolly
were in.
last year. I forgot about Dolly Parton.
Yeah.
was she in the Super Bowl?
Yes,
Don't remember.
she was.
I remember
With
her being
Usher?
like a Thanksgiving Dallas Cowboy football game, but
No, there was.
was that a thing?
I think that was a thing.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Unless I'm just mixing up my football games, which
'Cause last
is
year was Kendrick.
100%.
I've
yeah.
got the list up. I wouldn't have known
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
It was Kendrick Lamar. So that was a Thanksgiving Day.
Oh,
football
that
game.
was the other one. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. Sorry.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't watch football,
And
y'all.
one was Usher
Who's
Usher was 2023.
2 years ago.
Sorry,
who was the guy
2024.
with all the face tats?
That's
Loves the Dallas Cowboys.
Jelly Roll.
Jelly Roll.
No,
He hasn't done a halftime show.
No.
But he's maybe wasn't at the Super Bowl, but oh come on,
Face tattoos.
Yes.
Loves the Cowboys.
yeah.
And is a singer.
Has a Circles. He sings a song called Circles.
We're showing how ignorant we are
Oh,
of pop
yeah.
culture.
I'm not good at this.
I can't believe you guys don't know this. I thought he was like super famous.
I don't
Maybe
know if
he's
got
not.
face tattoos
Okay.
or not.
I'm
The
now I've got to
weekend,
Google.
the weekend did one not long ago, but I
Yeah.
don't think he's got face tattoos.
I don't
During
think he does either.
COVID, that was like,
Post Malone.
oh,
Oh, yeah.
He loves the Cowboys. He has a Cowboy star tattooed on his face. And
I did not know that.
I didn't really either.
I don't see. Again,
Yeah.
don't go to concerts either. So
okay.
Yeah.
who
I'm
was
boring.
with Janet Jackson?
that was
Justin
Justin
Timberlake.
Timberlake.
Okay, so I see Justin Timberlake did he do it again without her?
2018 apparently.
That's the one I remember, the 2018 one, because he took a selfie with a kid. He came from the stands, is where he started, and he paused and turned around and took a selfie with a kid, and that went viral. That's the only Justin Timberlake. No wonder I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, that was
You probably
way
weren't
earlier.
alive in the first one.
When was the Justin Timberlake Janet Jackson one?
I was
2004.
in Mansfield.
Yes.
I was gonna say
You
I was
were
in
a
Woodward.
baby.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's a really controversial one.
Yes.
Okay, anybody have one that they love? I mean, Tom Petty was like, I think that was the last
Can I look at your
artist
list?
that everybody
I would need
could
to see
agree
the
on.
list.
I don't remember.
2008.
Because again, I think we only watched Thanksgiving and not Super Bowl, and that's why I'm mixing things up.
I don't remember really any, but I've heard like Bruce Springsteen was a really great one. Prince singing Purple Rain in the Rain
Prince's was magical.
was a pretty
2007.
Oh, I did watch that one. Yeah.
those are the two that I've heard were pretty spectacular.
Okay, so apparently the committee that decides who's going to sing, or who's going to be the entertainer at the Super Bowl, has looked at what I listened to, and said we will never play anybody that Doug has in his playlist.
Okay.
I'm not one person. I mean, Paul McCartney, because that's the Beatles, but besides that, like none of them.
Okay, different question. If you got to pick one, who would it be?
yeah.
Oh, can I be my grandma and say George Strait?
I was going to say
She
that.
is
That would be
holding out for
magical.
George
Yeah.
Strait.
I was going to say that.
If we would have a happy Wootton household if the Cowboys and George Strait were in the Super Bowl. Which one's going to come first? Probably George Strait.
I don't know his age exactly, but
He's got
nobody alive currently might be alive the next time the Cowboys win the Super Bowl. And I thought I was entitled to 3 a decade because I grew up in the 90s, and I just thought
The
that was going to
golden
be a
age.
thing.
Yeah.
So this is like getting
And-
into the promised land.
Yeah.
Like a generation must in the desert.
Yeah. Okay,
Wow,
but,
I didn't grumble. I
You
don't deserve
cannot-
this.
you can't be your grandma.
Who would I pick? I'm going to need a second to think about it.
Okay, I know exactly who
Oh.
I'd pick, so I'm going to go next because I want to pick before Jyles picks because I think he's going to be like, oh yeah, maybe that one. Okay,
good
so and this is I had heard this before when I first heard it. I was like, what's this racket? What are y'all playing? And Lily was like, oh, you don't know this guy, and now he's my new favorite. Jyles loves him, and so I've been jamming out to him. Forrest Frank.
I knew you were going to say that.
Oh,
love
yes. Forrest is
Frank.
awesome.
He I just really the last week I've been like going through. He's on my playlist. I've probably listened to about 6 or 7 of his songs about 20 times each, just on repeat.
Could we look this up real quick? How many people watched the Super Bowl halftime?
I don't know.
Is that
Okay,
a number
so-
we could know?
So my question is, wait, before we do this, do you think the number of viewers goes up during the halftime show, or does it go down?
I think it has to go down because
Yes.
there would be more people interested in just watching the halftime show. You just don't know exactly when
Yeah.
the halftime show is going to start.
133.5 million last year.
So I might
Estimated.
pick an artist that's really small that I want 133 million people to now like.
Yeah.
And to get put on.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
33 million's a lot.
Yeah.
I'm still thinking. I don't
Okay.
know.
Shanna, have you got one?
Halftime show, yes.
Yeah.
So I am a band geek and a band nerd, and I absolutely love band halftime shows. And I think it would be really, really cool to showcase the best bands in the country for the halftime show.
So
And
before
you're saying
the
bands
90s,
as in like drums and
Yes,
flutes
the
and
full marching band,
trombones,
all
not-
of it.
Yeah, not like
Yes.
YouTube
Marching
band.
band.
A marching band, best marching bands in the country perform. And I think that would be phenomenal.
before the 90s, all of them were marching bands at the halftime shows.
Yes.
And if we gave, like we've known it's going to be Bad Bunny is this year for months now. If
Mm-hmm.
we gave a marching band that much heads up and that much resources,
Oh my goodness.
imagine how spectacular
It would
that
be
would be.
amazing.
That's
It would
really-
be so cool. I mean, I've seen the high school kids at State and they blow me away.
Yeah.
So it would be amazing, I think.
Hey, just side note though, I don't think it's a paid gig. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
that's a
it's
good-
not.
I think I heard that the labels actually pay to get their artist on
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
That
because
it's
they
such a
know
big
that
deal.
it's advertisement. It's going to blow up.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah.
133 million viewers for a 20-minute concert.
Yeah.
Yeah. You probably shouldn't get paid for
yeah.
that one.
You pay for that. Okay, so if I got to pick, George Strait was on my list.
That's
Yeah.
hard to beat.
The like the broiest like 80s 90s argument of all time is Metallica.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I get that. My pick would be Skillet because
Okay.
I've seen them in concert.
Yeah.
They're like a Christian band that can absolutely just like blow the roof off. They
Yeah.
are amazing, and the drummer and pyrotechnics and all the stuff
yeah.
they do.
Yeah.
Skillet's awesome, and they're theologically conservative. I
Yeah.
mean, they're kind of famous for that. So Skillet would probably be my top pick.
Theologians that can melt your face.
No, they literally talk about how there's like things they won't sing because they don't know if they're like deep enough in the teaching of Scripture. They're like, I'm not sure. Like they're very cognizant of like they don't want to teach falsely. So I think they're great. And then the one that I think is realistic that I think they'll get their shot, and this is for my son, Kip. I love you. 21 Pilots.
Oh, that would be a good concert.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
I've seen them live. They're amazing and like wholesome. They're believers. I mean, they're Christians, not explicitly. They're Christian. Their music is not explicitly Christian, but they are. And so that would be like a show that everybody could watch and not have to turn off in front of their
little kids and
youth group.
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
I guess that's an idea too. Is am I actually getting to watch the Super Bowl? If it's my pick, hopefully so. If I'm not hosting a youth group party,
Well, then you better pick something wholesome, Jyles.
Right?
well,
You get to
I will.
pick. I mean,
but it's like that's when we eat. That's
What
when we
did you
have
have
the
in
Devo.
mind?
That's when we have a game and a giveaway. Like I want to be able to watch it. So I have two ideas. One, I'm going a different route. Nate Bargatze, and I just want him to make fun of the first half of the game.
Oh, that would be awesome. And everybody in the stands.
Everybody there.
Just rip
he's
everybody.
doing crowd work with
Yeah.
like a
Millions
stadium.
of people
Okay.
that paid
Okay, I'm all
astronomical
in for
amounts
that.
of money to be there.
Yeah.
And then second one, because this could guarantee that I get to go and watch a Super Bowl live, I want a reunion of One Direction.
Oh
and
my
so
goodness.
my wife will stop
Your
at
wife,
nothing to
yes.
go, and I get to go watch the Super Bowl.
There you go. Win-win.
Nope, that's not a
No.
win-win.
No.
No.
I think it is. I'm with you, Shanna.
I
That's a
think
win-win.
it's a win-win for you.
I
Yeah,
agree.
for sure.
I get to go. She gets to watch.
Okay.
So would you
I
want
like
us
number
to fill in and do the youth group party
Yeah.
in your stead?
Sure.
Because
Yeah.
we would not watch that if I were in charge.
I'll ask the youth group
I
if
would-
they want to.
I would get on YouTube and find when U2 did it after 9/11, and like I would show that one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, that's a.
yeah. I'm a U2 fan, not a One Direction.
That might be when I go and get a Diet Coke and some popcorn. But no, actually, since being married and now listening to the music, it's not bad.
Yeah. Well,
I would
you know
listen to
what?
it.
I'm not being fair. I cannot tell you one song they sing. I know Harry Styles was in a Christopher Nolan film, Dunkirk.
Yeah.
So that's literally the only thing I know about One Direction. That's
So
it.
I think you brought up a good point. One time on a road trip to Arizona, and we were listening to some One Direction songs. They did not come on the radio, but they were also not specifically picked by me. And they were on a playlist, and you're like, yeah, all of these are just like teenagers being in love, doing crazy things for women, pretty much. And then right after Suspicious Minds by Elvis comes on, and it's like, well, not all that different in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah. There's not a lot that's changed.
No, not much. Yeah.
Okay, so I have another question that's off topic, but I wonder what the concession sales are at a Super Bowl. I would think that they would be pretty low, right? Like, who's going to get up at halftime?
Well,
who's going to get up anytime?
Buying one nacho and a Coke already outdoes the hundreds of bags of
Yes.
popcorn that Gordon Wood Stadium does every Friday.
Yeah. I wonder, like, are prices more expensive? And, like, I don't want to get controversial, but, like, if I'm going to pay thousands and thousands of dollars to be at a Super Bowl, am I really going to go pay, like, $12 for a beer times 15? So, like, I'm completely soused and I have no idea. Well, you know, it worked for, Joe. Who was Joe?
Wait, what?
Namath
Namath. It was
Oh,
Joe.
yeah.
Joe Namath
Drinking a
didn't
beer
have
at
a problem
halftime.
drinking at halftime. But,
and a cigarette. Yeah. It's crazy.
yeah, but I mean,
Are
like,
you looking for sponsors now?
yeah.
No,
I'm just thinking, like, if I'm going to spend all that money, are people going to be like, you know what? I think I'm not going to get soused because I want to remember a part of this game. Or they're like, no, let's do this.
Okay, so 3.28 million in the stadium.
But that
Sales.
can also be like merchandise.
Yeah.
Food and drink.
Okay.
Yeah, average $132 a person for food and beverage.
So I guess they are. I don't know if they're getting that before, or I don't know what kind of, if they have different. Yeah, I guess it's just.
Entertainment between the quarters or
Yeah.
something. I'm sure they have extended commercial breaks.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But
yeah, if you go, you miss out on the great commercials.
yeah, if you go, I don't think you're going to be sitting down for 15 or 20 minutes. You can miss
Yeah.
a significant portion of the game because you're like waiting in line for
But that's why there's so many
$132 meal.
so many TVs
Yeah.
while you're waiting in
Oh, I
line. You
guess
can
so.
still watch.
Don't they do like a YouTube playlist of every commercial that showed
They
during the
do.
game?
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
people who
That's
don't.
when I watch it.
But are we past the point where those are like culturally relevant? The commercials, like I don't remember like talking about it more than like a day after it aired.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it depends on the commercial. I know last year, was it last year or the year before, about the
before.
Jesus commercial?
Yeah.
That was
He gets us.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was pretty well talked through.
I felt like everybody loved that the first time that they saw it, and then like the critiques kind of started coming in after the fact on that campaign.
Because he was talking about like agape, right?
Yeah,
It had something about that in there.
yeah.
I don't remember.
So one more. This is a pet peeve. I just think it's silly that you would go to a concert or go see your favorite person or go to a football game and like you're like living this experience, and like they'll pan through the audience and how many people are literally recording the event on their phone. They're
Yes.
watching the entire event that's out in front of them through like a 6-inch screen, and I'm like, you do know that like they pay millions of dollars to have incredible footage of all this stuff. You're not going to get a better picture than what you could see on TV. Now I get if like, oh, there's somebody really close by, but like people will go through a concert, they will record the concert and the whole time they're like staring at their screen. I'm like, dude, like you could probably YouTube or find somebody who has like a video of a concert.
So I do have a lot of thoughts on that.
Okay.
Because I've gone to a couple concerts and people are quick. I mean,
Yeah.
they can get that out
Yeah.
and get the flash on and the filter
Yeah.
turned on fast. Like before the third word of the song is out.
Yeah.
But I think they go back and watch it and you could say, yeah, it's professionally recorded.
Yeah.
It's better for them to do it than for you to do it.
Yeah.
But that's not how you saw it. Like,
Yeah.
that's not your point of view. And so you're reliving it when it's through your phone.
Yeah, but you never saw it live because you've
I guess you
always
never
seen
did.
it through your phone. That's
Yeah.
that's-
Exactly.
I'm
You're
like,
remembering videoing it,
Yeah.
not remembering
That's
it live.
Yes.
what I'm saying is you saw it on the screen the first time, and then the second time, and the third time, and every time you've ever
Yeah.
seen it is on the screen. John Mayer has that song on Room for Squares that came out around 2003, but he's talking about a camera, and he's talking about seeing a sunset that's so beautiful, and he says something about like, I put the camera away because I wanted to see the world through both of my eyes. And he's talking about a camera. It's called 3x5. It's a great song. But I think about that a lot, about how quaint that sounded back then. Like, yeah, man, you want to put the camera away and like remember this. Who carried a camera in like 2003? I mean, nobody.
yeah,
Yeah.
on my flip phone.
Yeah. So I mean, if we wanted to have like a theological point in all of this, what's something that we could say? I think who you invite to the table and your reputation and stuff like that, I think it really matters, right? We're making judgments about the NFL and what they think about us based upon the reputation of who they choose to do halftime shows. And like, I don't know. I think there's a lot there for us to walk around in.
I had this thought, and I haven't been able to articulate it well recently, but if you watch any playoff game, they always have interviews right after, and they'll go up to some of the key players or the coaches, and the first things, and I've been really surprised and just honored by this, that they say when they come out of their mouth is, how do you think the game went?
Yeah,
I just want to give glory
Yeah.
to God,
That
and
is
to my
become-
family, my
yeah.
teammates, and it's pretty awesome to see
Yeah.
how that's kind of come around.
And many of them name the name of Jesus
Yeah.
For sure.
specifically. Like,
And so
like
we
that's
have,
gotten prominent.
And so it seems like that's becoming a culture in the locker rooms of NFLs, and hopefully that's bleeding over to their fan bases, right? If you like a player and he professes the name of Jesus, hopefully you dig
Yeah.
into that. But then recently we've had some pretty on the other ends of things halftime shows pretty
Yeah.
controversial,
Yeah.
not very Jesus-y
Yes.
halftime shows.
Yes.
And so I'm just seeing a split there
Yeah.
about what the players are and what the fans get.
Yeah.
Well-
Would the players want to watch halftime?
And, you know, not to dwell on political things right now, but that's our country.
Yeah.
I mean, you have
It's-
half of us who are trying to just be followers of Jesus and do the best we can. And then you have the others who are screaming so loudly that they don't hear what you are trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm also embarrassed to say that there's some people who try to live in both camps who will
Yes.
say, I love Jesus, and then they'll be like, but the things that they allow into their minds
Right.
and watch with their eyes is not what Jesus would want. And so when you ask that question, you know, theologically, what's your takeaway? Like, I'm not a big fan of, I know this sounds just because like I'm a minister, but I'm not a big fan of movies that are vulgar or, you know, now, you know, I'll watch a documentary on World War II and sometimes those can be somewhat violent. And I'm not excusing that, but as far as I just don't like those types of shows. But there's been a lot of times where like I don't really care too much about it. But then when I have people in my house, especially when I've had the youth group over, like I'm like so like just incredibly anxious about what is the next ad going to come out. Like back there was a time when the internet provider something daddy GoDaddy would have
They
just-
built their brand on those ads.
yeah. And I don't think they have anything to do with the ad that was, but it was just to me, and just I remember like sitting there and being like, having to be like, okay, we've got to turn this off. This is weird. Whether it was halftime show with Janet Jackson or any ones that have come after that, like I'm like I wouldn't want to watch that with other people around, and so I need to be mindful of. Well, what should I even be watching with nobody else around? Like, what is really appropriate?
Yeah.
So, if you've ever watched a show that you thought was funny and innocent, and then your parents are in the room, you're like, "Oh, I did not remember that scene."
Yeah. Yeah. It does
Yeah.
make you aware.
Yeah.
Back to the player thing. I saw Drake May behind a podium, and he's wearing what like it doesn't look cool, and to me, it makes it cooler.
Yeah.
That said, "Be a blessing," and I think it had a cross, right? And I mean, he's a second-year guy. He's a young guy. A lot of these quarterbacks, a lot of these younger guys, like they are
Brock
not
Purdy,
casual in
Kirk
repping Jesus.
Cousins.
Yep.
There's more. You could, if you had a list of especially quarterbacks in the NFL right now who will stand in front of the microphone and they will go out of their way to talk about Jesus. There might be more quarterbacks who will do that right now than those who won't. Not
Yeah.
just like casual Christians, but they're like really expressing their faith. There's several. Man, I just went blank, but the Eagles quarterback
Hurts.
Hertz is one of those. I mean, there's a
Texas
bunch of
quarterback.
those guys.
He's Texas
Just
Texas high school.
yeah, amazing. I'm like that's why if I could build a fantasy football team, it'd be all be of Jesus lovers, and I think they do really well as far as fantasy points. Good people.
You're gonna have to think of a good name for that team.
Oh yeah,
I don't know what you would. Yeah, to your point, Doug, I remember hearing this in junior high at church camp, and it was a rule of thumb. If you want to do it in front of your grandparents, probably don't do it.
yeah.
Right? Would you watch those
Yeah.
GoDaddy commercials in
Yeah.
front of your grandparents? Probably
No.
not.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and now I can say, if I want to do it in front of my youth group,
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
shouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Not
That's
in front
right.
of them as well.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
good rule of
Guard your
thumb.
hearts. Guard your hearts.
Absolutely.
Yep. Everything flows from it.
Yeah.
That's it. Okay, last thing, Super Bowl predictions.
Oh.
Seahawks, Patriots, who we going for?
I am
Any skin in the
going
game?
to watch
Sleep.
Lord of the Rings again. So yeah, no, we don't,
about just
we
to sleep.
don't, yeah. So yeah,
Jesus wins.
I vote for Frodo. There we go.
There you go.
Okay, Lance, you got a prediction?
Seahawks by 4. Sam Darnold, huge redemption story.
Yeah.
You know, he was within an eyelash of being out of the league. Yeah, it's just a great story. Both teams are great.
That's pretty cool.
I just want to enjoy the game.
Okay. Patriots won last time, so this would also be a redemption
Patriots
story.
won. Like that's my only thing is they've won so many. Besides Russell Wilson and the Seahawks, that was probably 10 years ago, right, or more.
Yeah, and I'm surprised I haven't seen more clips of the famous interception by Malcolm
Butler,
Butler,
yeah.
because that's iconic, and
Yeah.
it's a rematch. And
Oh, you'll see it. I
Yeah,
guarantee you they'll show it. So you're going Seahawks, I'm hearing?
Yeah, I think so.
Everyone
Unless
loves a
the
good
Cowboys
underdog.
can pull it
Oh,
out
yeah.
at the
Yeah.
end.
And from the rafters. Yeah, I go both ways on it.
I'm going to go Patriots
There's-
because I do like May. He's phenomenal.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I will go Patriots.
A family that Stephanie lived with when she first moved to Texas, he played for the Patriots on the 85 Super Bowl team against, you'll know?
the
Patriots
85
versus the
Bears.
Bears.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they lost to William the Fridge Perry.
Yeah.
But so there's some Patriots blood that runs through
The
her
Bears.
side. So we're going Patriots.
Okay.
Okay, so we got Patriots all around.
No, I
He was Seahawks.
I
Oh, you went
Seahawks.
Seahawks.
And Frodo.
Seahawks by 4.
And
Yeah.
Frodo, don't forget Frodo. Never underestimate the
Sam,
hobbits.
Let me just
Sam the
say,
Wise.
I guarantee that Frodo will get the ring.
Yes.
Which one are you watching?
Da-da.
All
of them.
Sorry, I had to do
You're going to
that.
watch all in the
Yeah,
same night?
well, no, not on the
Peter
same night.
Jackson
There's no way.
extended
Yeah.
version.
Like how? Like
Probably
3
the
times
end.
Hours,
speed?
14 minutes.
Yeah, no. You wouldn't do that to a classic like that. You would want to slow it down and enjoy it and watch the extended version and have a whole weekend. Maybe
agree.
we'll do that.
Yeah.
We did that.
The ending of the last film is when he lost me. I mean, he kept me for 2.5 films, and then on Return of the King, when there's 4 different times that you stand up to leave.
Yes.
And then there's another
That was
scene.
hilarious. Oh my goodness. So we were in Germany watching this, Return of the King, and people kept getting up, and I'm like, they haven't gone back to the Shire yet, people. Settle down, sit down. There's more to come. It's really funny. But yeah, they got up 4 times because of the blackouts. Yeah.
The first film I saw on IMAX, I think, was the second one of that, the Two Towers. And so it's like a 70-foot screen or something, and Peter Jackson did a lot of close-ups of
Yeah.
their faces. So when you see a hobbit's nose that's like 55 feet tall, it changes your view of the world.
Well,
For sure.
Now we're so used to post-credit scenes that no one
Yeah.
leaves when the screen
Yeah.
goes black.
Yeah, that's true.
But that's funny.
That
That was
was
your first
before those.
IMAX movie. I remember my first movie I watched in 3D. Happy
Avatar.
Feet 2.
Oh,
Nice.
Wasn't
And there
that
was-
like 2 weeks ago?
And there was like bubbles on the end credits coming out. It was pretty cool.
That's fun.
all right. We're going to pray on bubbles.
We should
Let's
pray,
do pray
on
on
bubbles.
bubbles.
Would you like to lead us?
Sure.
Okay.
Lord of God, I just thank you that you're good and that you're merciful. And I do pray for America over the weekend, Lord. I pray and all the hype, Lord, that we know that the most important thing that's happened in the history of the world is that there was a baby that was born in a manger, Lord, and that there wasn't commercials and flash bulbs, Lord, but there was a mother and a father and a son who was special, and he was born to live a life that was perfect, and he was born to die for us. And he is risen now, and he is reigning, and there's going to be people that have a trophy Sunday, Lord, but the ultimate trophy is defeating death, and Christ did that. And if we believe in him, Lord, that we're going to have victory in life and death both, Lord, and we just want to trust you, and we want to proclaim your name, and it's in your holy name that we pray. Amen.
Amen.